Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Turnaround Podcast. And guess what we have today? We're having one of the big speech about real estate. The importance of real estate. How long do you need to invest in real estate before you become very, very rich and wealthy? What is real estate? How has it benefited people's life? So welcome to my page today. I am in Dream Design Real Estate Company here in Business Bay, Damak, close to Millennium Bingati. This company has been operating for a very long time and they've been successful out positive returns from people, investors. So today I'm going to be introducing you to one of the top brokers here in Dream Design Real Estate, Mr. Nelson. Welcome to the show, Mr. Nelson.
Thank you, Mr. Zion. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
That's great. Nice to meet you.
You can have your seat.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Nelson, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. How long have you been in Dubai?
I've been in Dubai for the past 5 years.
For the past 5 years?
Right.
And how long have you been into the real estate?
Real estate, I would say almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years.
Right.
4 years. That's amazing. Well, I see you've been working for Dream Design for a long time. What led you to work in this company? But before we move to that question,
Right.
apart from Dubai, have you ever been to any other country?
Yes, so I'm a Ghanaian.
Okay.
And I traveled for my first job. That was in Qatar. And I was with Qatar Airways customer service for about 2.5 to 3 years, almost 3 years. And during the COVID, you know how it was. There was redundancy and layoffs in the airport. And you know, one way or the other, I found myself in Dubai. So that was a little bit about the journey to Dubai.
That's amazing.
Right.
That's nice. You say you left Ghana and you came to Dubai and you started real estate.
Yes.
Why did you choose real estate?
Okay, so
was it that it's the only job available for you, or there were no other jobs, or you feel like this was what was available?
Okay, so by profession, I'm a computer scientist. I did computer engineering back in the university. But regarding real estate, I choose this field because I'm passionate about helping people, about connecting with diverse people in understanding, you know, their needs and requirements for real estate. And also, real estate, it's it's a field that when you are there and you are able to help, you know, or to satisfy a client needs, you know, you feel more satisfied. I feel more satisfaction from that, and it's helpful in connecting with people, knowing their needs. So it's all about the passion towards real estate. That's why I'm in this field.
So if people to ask you currently, who are you? Like, who would you say you are?
This is a tough one. Okay, so a fun-loving person.
Okay. As
well as business-oriented. So I draw a fine line between fun and business.
There are boundaries.
Yes, you know, you should be able to blend both together, because you cannot always be a fun-loving person or you cannot always be a business person. You need to blend the two. So, yeah, and Dubai, because, you know, Dubai is a city that the nightlife is good, you know. It's a place that is dynamic. When you're looking at the global real estate trends, you know, Dubai is one of the top, you know, destinations for real estate. Because, of course, of the tourism, the tourist influx. You know, you get to meet diverse people. This makes it unique for me in this city. Compared
to back then you were in Ghana, how was it? How did you grow up in Ghana? Like, what was it like for you?
I'll compare it to Ghana and Doha, Qatar. So in growing up was tough, and it was challenging because, you know, in Africa we have limited opportunities back home. So of course we have limited opportunities, but we keep pushing. You know, we kept trying hard to make a mark and then to make everything perfect. So yeah, it was challenging, I would say. And then in Doha as well, it was quite good because I was with the airline there for 3 years. I was with Qatar Airways, And that one, it was mainly, a job.
That's great.
But coming to Dubai, it's more of something that I love because I'm connecting more with people, and it's a business.
Do you think real
So
estate
definitely.
has? Do you think real estate has changed so many things about you? Like, is there any way it has affected you positively in your own personal life, apart from helping other people? Has it helped you in your personal life?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Of course, the most important. I'm making money, so that's
Very
the most
important.
important thing.
Okay.
And personal life as well. It has given me a lot of connections. I network with a lot of people.
Okay.
And yes, I'm not an island. Definitely, real estate. You get to meet people. You talk to them. You make friends. This is the most important because most of my clients now are my friends. We become like a family through real estate. So
That's amazing.
Positive, yes.
So, if we are going to ask investing in watches, gold,
Okay.
and investing in properties, which is going to be the best, but we don't know what's the answer that's going to come from you. But stay tuned. So, why is Dubai such a hot spot for real estate investment right now, especially compared to other global countries? Why do you think it's a hot spot currently right now in Dubai? Why do you think it's when we talk about hot spot, something that is booming, something that is currently or that is trending? If you look and realize now that a lot of people are coming to Dubai to invest, and not just even the foreigners, even Africans are coming to Dubai to invest. And we all know one thing. There's a general saying they said, if an African man could come into your restaurant and eat your food and is satisfied, that shows you're a good cook. So if an African man could come to Dubai and invest, why is it a hotspot? I want to know.
Thank you, Zion. So Dubai is a hotspot, like you rightly said, for investment in real estate. And not only Africans though, there are a lot of Europeans, there are a lot of Asians, and there are a lot of locals themselves who are invested into real estate. Because like I said earlier on, Dubai is a city of diverse people. And when you're looking at
Different cultures,
different people, different continents, all together they are living here. And also when you're looking at the tourism influx, that is the yearly people, who are coming here as tourists, and okay, I will say this, Dubai real estate is booming. One of the reasons, okay, is regarding, the tourism. For example, after COVID in 2021, we had tourists about around 7.2 million. That was of that. Yes,
but do you know currently?
Yes.
I checked statistics.
Right.
Do you know Dubai recorded almost close to 15 million people visited Dubai this year, and the year has not even run out.
Right. So that answers your question. It's because of this high influx of tourists. Now all these people that are coming, definitely they will live inside apartments. They will live inside villas. They will rent, and the hotels are not much. And hotels, most of them you cannot cook. So of course they are looking at Airbnb, holiday homes, because maybe you are coming with your family. You need something that you can resonate with your house, or your home back from where you're coming. So you need somewhere you can cook, you can be more comfortable with your family. So this is where the holiday homes, the Airbnb, they come into play. So looking at these numbers, of course, it's boosting the real estate market to go very high. And another reason is the security. When you look at the global cities, safety index, Dubai is number 2. It's one of the safest cities in the world because, they employ a lot of, technology. Security cameras are all over the street. The police are responsive. So crime rate is actually very low. So yeah, I'll give you 2 reasons why. The high tourism influx, and then the security.
And apart from that, people focus on their ROI, which is return of investment.
Yes.
I think that's another factor because with the way Dubai is booming, I realize that people who invest in real estate, they make their money faster, easy. They recover quickly. You don't have to start waiting for how many years before you could.
like
back your
I
money.
said, the tourism, it's boosting, the profits or the real estate market to go high. So when you're talking about ROI, definitely when you have a lot of people coming in, like I said, the demand is definitely high than the supply. So if you have a property in Dubai, definitely the demand is high because a lot of people are coming.
Okay.
So there is no way you're gonna
But
lose it.
you know that
So
most people are very, very hesitant when it comes to investing properties in a place that they have not been to before. What would you say about first-time international investors?
yes,
And I believe you have statistics that we can show and you can break it down, right?
yes,
But first of all, before we go into that,
yeah.
what would you say about somebody that is trying to put their leg but they're stepping out? Sometimes when you're in an environment that you don't know much about but you want to try, you get scared at first. Do you think people should take more risks? And what kind of risks? Do you think it's calculated risks or a vacuum risks? Do you think they should go through a trusted broker who can help them manage these properties or manage this thing? Or do you tell them to come first and see since they've been hearing about Dubai? Because even if someone has the intention to invest,
Right.
what is that thing holding them back? What would you say to them?
So what I would say is Dubai government, they have really streamlined real estate very carefully.
When you mean streamline, digress it a little bit. What
Yes,
does that mean?
I will explain.
Okay.
Dubai government, they have set up a body known as Dubai Land Department. Now, Dubai Land Department oversees every real estate transaction in Dubai. If there is a sale of a property in Dubai, it must go through the Dubai Land Department.
Wow.
And every money you are paying, all the developers have an escrow account. This escrow account is directly from the government. You are paying your money into this escrow account. This is for off-plan units. Okay, I'll explain the various types of real estate we have in Dubai. I'll break it down. We have off-plan units. These are shovel-to-ground projects. Like a developer launch a project today and it's going to be ready in 3-4 years. This is an off-plan unit. You have the luxury of paying in installments till this project or this property is ready. That's known as an off-plan real estate investment. Number 2 is secondary units. For a secondary unit, it is readily available. You will just pay your money and then you take this property directly, which is known as what? Secondary. And with this, you don't have to wait, but you have to pay the full payment. If, for example, you are going for a 1-bedroom, which is maybe 1.5 or 1.8 million, you are paying the full cash. You don't have the luxury of the payment plan.
What's the minimum amount someone could purchase a property right now in Dubai?
Okay, so before I answer that, and then the third aspect of real estate is commercial.
Okay.
And commercial is about offices and office buildings. Yes, you can invest into that as well.
Wow.
And regarding how much minimum and maximum, it totally depends on you because a lot of things come into play. This is where we advise you as the client because whether you are going for apartment, you are going for a villa, you are going for townhouse, and the location wise, all these factors determine the price. So definitely, it depends on the location, area-wise. I need to understand the ROI you want to make and the kind of investment, short-term, long-term. We need to factor all this into place. Then I can give you a suitable, price quotation. Yes.
Do you guys offer free flight ticket if there's an interested buyer who is seriously in demand of a property? Do you guys do you guys do that?
Yes, so regarding the flight, what we do is mostly we advise the client to first of all come to Dubai.
Do you arrange accommodation?
See, we don't at the moment, but what we can do is we can present you the project and everything. If you are interested, you can first of all make a token payment, which directly the account is from escrow, the government. Okay. You can check with your bankers and everything.
Okay.
When you make a token, let's say 5% of the property you're coming to buy, definitely the flight, we can make the arrangements for you to come and then see everything. When you are convinced, then you'll book it. But we don't offer flight ahead before you come. Definitely you need to come first,
Okay.
because I believe this is an investment. So
Back to the next chapter. Few back minutes ago, I asked a question. I said, what's the chances of investing in properties and also investing in gold, luxury, diamonds? Which is going to be the best? But guess what? Here is the graphical analysis about the growth rate of property investment in Dubai. Currently, we have the blue and we have the green. Can you give me a little description and explanation about this chart?
that's right. So basically, we are comparing last year and this year.
Okay.
So the blue, this is in January,
Okay.
February, March, April, and May.
From 2024 to 2025.
Right.
Okay.
So the first blue represent 2024.
Okay.
And then the green represent 2025.
Okay.
So this is the sales volume per month comparative to last year and then this year per month.
Okay.
So for example, we take January last year 2024, we had 36 billion dirham sales in January.
From 2024.
Yes.
Last year.
Yes. So look, the same thing, what happened in this year was that the same year in January,
Yeah.
the growth rate, it jumped from 36 billion to 44 billion, which is about almost 8 billion increase.
Yeah, increase.
8 billion increase as in last year, January to this year, January. And look what happened in February last year.
It moved to 37.
Yes.
And
In this year, February, it jumped
51 billion.
Yes.
Hmm.
This is just to show you the growth rate as per month. And definitely, like I explained to you the factors which are what making this market to boom and to go up is mainly because of the security and then the influx of the tourism. And a lot of people understand.
So
the market.
people feel with this chart here.
Yes, yes.
I think it convinces people more to know that their
Yes.
investment is safe
Correct.
in Dubai.
Correct.
Because if you notice, from January last year, there was 36,
Billion dirhams.
right? And
yes.
this year, January, we have 44.
Yes.
And if you look at the growth, it's stable.
Yes.
It's not dropping. So definitely, 2026 is going to be much more bigger.
Yes. This is
So
the
definitely, people
trick.
should not wait for the right time. They should start.
Yes, real estate investment is always now.
Hmm.
Because definitely, like you rightly said, this year alone we are having about 50 million people already.
But
So,
how can someone realistically grow their wealth
yes.
through Dubai real estate? We all understand what wealth is.
Okay.
We know that people are finding ways to invest their money,
Yes.
and they are looking for the right sources to invest their money. How do you think one can make an investment in real estate or to invest here in Dubai,
Yes.
and what will be their return of investment, which is their reward?
Okay, so for investment, mostly I advise my clients or people to go for the off plan.
Off plan. When you explain off plan,
Yes.
is that the best? Do you think that's the best option you can give someone?
It's the best because a lot of my clients are making money through this. Why? Number one is because they're having flexible payment terms.
Okay.
Because the project is under construction. Okay, it's not ready. That maybe you have to pay full cash for it. And mind you, you are buying this property at the current market rate. And looking at the growth from 2021 till this time, every year there is growth on the prices. Always rent increases by year in Dubai. So when you are buying the project at the current market rate and you have the option to pay, small till the project is ready in 3 years, definitely in these 3 years that you are
Once
paying,
it's ready,
you can sell it off. Now the good aspect is that once the project is even 1 year, you have made at least 35-40% of this. Okay, you've made 35 to 40% of that property.
Yeah.
We call something flipping. You can resell it in 1 year, and definitely you can make at least 15 to 20% ROI.
Wow.
In 1 year, yes.
Wow.
So imagine if you wait for the 3 years, You can still sell it when you get the key, okay? Or you can rent it out. Now, people who are going for secondary, definitely for investment, I don't really support it because someone bought it 3 years back, had the luxury of installment payments,
Okay.
and is selling it to you now at the current market rate. In 3 years back, the market rate was lower. So why don't you also invest in the off plan and then pay slowly, slowly? After 1 year, you can resell. After 3 years, you can still resell and take your profits.
So,
Yes.
this is Dream Design Real Estate Company.
Yes.
What makes your company the best? And what makes it a safe place for people to invest without them not going to browse around? Take, for instance, I'm an investor. And we met in a coffee joint. And I
Okay.
asked the question that I want to invest in real estate.
Yes.
And I'm looking for a good company. Why would I have to choose your own? Why? You have been working here for 4 years, right? You have been working here for 4 years, right?
Definitely,
There
definitely.
must be a reason why you choose to work in this company.
Yes.
Why is it the best?
Thank you so much. That's a very deep question.
Let's have a seat.
Yeah, sure. So basically, I'm looking out for, or the company is looking out for, creating relationships. Now, when I mean creating relationships, we want you to feel more comfortable. We want you to feel more at peace. We want you to feel more at home with your investments. So, of course, it is not mainly about buying and selling, but it's about making a very good relationship. Now, how do we make this good relationship? By giving you the best project. There is always an entry and exit period or exit point into the market. We give you the right time and then the right projects. Because you are overseas, maybe you might not know the areas or the statistics. We make sure that we give you the right projects which can make you, to make the profit, because it is definitely not every area you can make a lot of profit. It's not every developer you can make a lot of profit. And I'll put on the record that we work with over 100 developers in Dubai.
Wow,
Over 100, yes.
That means there are lots of designs.
There are a lot of developers.
Okay.
But we make sure we give you the best and we work with the top developers.
Okay. If someone wants to invest in Dubai, but they don't want to live in Dubai, how would they go about that? Because there are a lot of people who still prefer a traditional style of living wherever they are.
Yes.
Most time you ask people about Dubai, they're like, Dubai is a nice city and all that, but you know what? It's a metro city. I still want to connect with nature and all that.
Right.
So, but they really want to tap into the fruit. You understand what I mean?
I
They
get
are
you.
outside, but they understand that this is going on. You
Yes.
know what? It's time for me to jump in, but I don't want to live in Dubai.
Yes.
I don't want to be here to manage it. Do you guys manage? How do you do these things?
Right.
What's the 100% guarantee
Yes.
that this person is safe?
So Dubai government has streamlined these activities. You can be overseas, you can own a property here. You don't have to even step foot into Dubai. Because like I said, there is an escrow
You can invest.
without stepping a
So
foot.
you're saying, let's say for example,
Yes.
an American rapper is going to invest about 10 million dirhams
Okay,
and he doesn't want to live here.
okay.
So what will you do?
Of course, you don't have to live here. It's
And
for
the person
investment.
will keep on
So-
having his returns.
Of course. So what we do is we take your documents, official documents by email, as mandated by the government, and then we submit all these documents to the government directly through the developer. Now we take the escrow account.
What's an escrow account?
An escrow account, it's a bank account basically from the government of Dubai for every project in Dubai.
Oh, so it's an open account.
Yes,
Something
and
like
this
that.
is directly controlled by the Dubai government. The developer doesn't have access to it. It's strictly under control. Now, they did this because they want to make sure that the projects are delivered on time. So you as a foreign investor, you don't have headache, because if there anything go wrong, maybe the project is late, it did not deliver, you get your money back from the government. They give back to you from the escrow account, your payments. So it's not like anybody will run away with your money. No, it's totally safe. So you can be overseas, you submit your documents by email, We give you the escrow account, which you can verify with your bankers.
Okay.
Okay?
So, most people say investing in gold, investing in silver, investing in this and that. But with what I'm seeing, with the growth I'm seeing here on this chart,
Yes.
probably maybe I haven't looked into other sectors in Dubai.
Okay.
I haven't done that.
Okay.
But I believe everybody who is coming to do something has an intention. A person who wants to come and do real estate believes he wants to come and do real estate. So, what would you think someone should invest in? Gold, diamond, silver, and properties in Dubai. What would you suggest as a broker who has been in this game for a long time?
Yes.
And you have helped multiple make decisions. One of the biggest factors that I realized about we humans is we find it making decisions at that moment. And this is why we need trustworthy people. So, how would you be able to tell someone that investing in these properties is much even more better and safer than investing in other properties since this is your line? Because I believe since this is your field, you definitely know about this. But you have someone who is trying to change their mind to invest in watches or probably in ships and all that.
Yes.
What would you tell them? Why, apart from the growth here, what is another conniving way to tell someone to make them understand that property investment is one of the best that they can do?
Okay, thank you very much. So when we are talking about property, we are talking about a generational investment. What do I mean by a generational investment? You know, this source of or stream of income, it doesn't stop coming. Definitely, I believe you live in a rented premises, right?
Yeah.
Every month, definitely you need to pay your rent.
Of course.
Good.
And it's high.
It keeps increasing.
Yes.
Thank you. So of course, when we are looking at properties, this is generational because every month, every year, you have to pay your rent. And we are looking at the growth rate, we are looking at the statistics, it keeps increasing. So property investment is definitely the best investment. You know, I had a client before who was into, that was, I think, forex trading.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and when I gave him the concept of investing into real estate, he withdrew his money into real estate because he told me that he's having blood pressure now because of forex.
Forex it's not stable.
Not stable.
Yeah, it's not
it keeps
stable.
going up.
Yeah.
It keeps going down.
Yeah.
Same way as the gold prices.
And one of the best investments people use to retire themselves during old age
Yes.
is real estate.
Thank you.
If you check almost all the billionaires we have in the world, they are all involved in real estate. And
Yes.
one thing I notice is real estate doesn't necessarily have to be apartments. You could buy a shopping mall,
Of course.
a mini mart.
Yes.
And
commercial.
one crazy thing about Dubai is going so deep even on land architecturing, land design.
I will tell you one thing. Dubai will be the first city in the world. Next year, 2026, they will have flying taxis. Currently, they are having they are developing the stereotype. They are testing in Canada.
Wow.
Yes, they will have
flying taxi.
Yes, all this is already approved. The stations for the flying taxis are already been, designed and getting done, getting ready. Flying taxi. So the uniqueness when it comes to Dubai is they always make something that is not there. For example, Dubai Mall, the biggest mall in the world. You can find almost anything you want over there. Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, came from here. And this kind of, innovations is what is driving and bringing people here.
But here, I realized something that most properties in some area are higher in demand and higher in sales than most areas. For example, I had a friend who came to visit in Dubai, and they stayed in an Airbnb facing Burj Khalifa. And I realized how expensive it is than for an apartment that is not close to Burj Khalifa. So I realized that despite how this thing is, there are some places that are hot spots.
Yeah, of course.
Currently in Dubai.
Yeah. So like I rightly said, I told you, when you asked me about the price, I told you that it depends on the area and then the developer.
Let's say,
So,
let's say
okay,
I'm an investor and
right,
I'm having about $1 million,
okay.
and I want to invest it in a very nice place that's going to generate me an extra income in the
Okay.
next 2 years. Which part of Dubai would you think is a hot selling place you would advise?
Okay. There are actually a lot of hot selling areas in Dubai. But then, when you are looking for a long term, when you're looking for a long term development or a long term, growth, I'll give you Dubai South.
Dubai South.
Yes, this is if it's long term. When it's short term, I'll give you downtown and Business Bay. But long term, I'll give you Dubai South because, in 10 years, this current airport will be shifted to Maktoum Airport.
Ooh,
And Maktoum Airport is very huge. It's about 5 times this current airport, and it will be the biggest airport
in the
in the
world.
world, and it's at Dubai South. So if that area is not so much developed, but as an early bird, you can buy
This
a
is the time
property.
for you to take into charge
Yes,
now.
as an early bird, you can take the advantage and buy a property there with payment plan and off plan, and be paying slowly, slowly. It will definitely appreciate high with time. But when you are just looking for something in the short term, definitely downtown and Business Bay, Marina areas, but it has already appreciated and it's high. So if you said 1 million, right? $1 million, $1 million in downtown maybe can get you, if you try, a one bedroom,
1 bedroom.
a one
But apart
bedroom.
from in
But
Dubai,
yes.
other Emirates, what is like real estate, buying real estate there? Ajman,
Other
Abu Dhabi.
Emirates are also doing very well because currently, if you look at Ras Al Khaimah,
Yeah.
Ras Al
I heard there's a big casino about to be launched.
yes,
That's going to be a
yes,
game changer.
yes. So what Dubai did was that they decided to make the city. There is an island, Marjan Island,
Okay.
into casino and a gaming zone. The whole
Yeah.
of that island.
Yeah.
They are replicating Las Vegas in
Yeah.
US.
Yeah.
So that has shifted. Also, a lot of people are buying in that area as well because when the casino comes there,
It's going to
maybe
be
5 years it will be ready. It will be a hot area as well, and it's an island with airport. You can fly in and out directly. And Abu Dhabi also, it's doing quite good. Ajman and the other Sharjah is doing quite good as well. And one thing we forgot to say is currently Dubai, about 90% of the areas are totally freehold,
oh.
not leasehold. Before you can own in some areas, you can
Yeah,
own
you
a
cannot own
property
it.
for
Yeah, I
only
realized that.
100
Yeah.
years. But currently it's totally freehold.
They've changed it.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes, it's totally freehold. You don't have to worry that okay, my
After
property.
90 years or 99 years,
Yes.
somebody else will come and take your.
Yes,
So it's
people
going to be
have-
generation after generation.
Yes, people have this perception that maybe my investment are not safe. The government will take it from me. No, it will not happen. Once you own a property here, it's for you, forever,
life.
you and your families. And also, the good thing about it is that Dubai government came with an initiative. If, for example, you want to have a 10 years golden visa, in Dubai, 10 years visa, we call it golden visa. One of the categories is real estate. When you buy any property worth 2 million dirhams and above, you have the chance to qualify for a golden visa,
Wow.
which I got for most of my overseas clients. It makes sure you can fly in and out of Dubai anytime for 10 years. You can put your family as well.
And you can also renew it after 10 years.
Yes, of course. You can put your children,
Golden
your
visa.
family under this golden visa. Just own a property worth at least 2 million dirhams, and then you are eligible for the 10 years visa.
That's amazing, Mr. Nelson. Thank you for this opportunity coming to
Thank
meet
you.
Dream Design Real Estate Engineering
Thank you so
Company.
much.
And I feel very much appreciated and honored to hold you here. So I believe, how can we reach you? Are you on Instagram?
Yes, I'm
You're on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, guys, this was a lovely podcast we have today about real estate, and I believe a lot of people out there that are following me, my supporters, you've been having an impact on how to invest in Dubai, how to come to Dubai, what can you do in Dubai, how to grow your funds. Most of all the time, when people are getting close to their 60s, their 70s, to their 50s, they start looking for a retirement plan, not from the government, but from another passive income that can sustain them.